Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of June 26th through July the 2nd. What we have coming up for you on Monday, Cancer, is the King of Clubs showing up in reverse. King of Clubs in reverse, Cancers, I feel like this has more to do with you than anybody else you're interacting with, and this is just telling me that you do have some kind of situation or thing where you're feeling a little bit stuck and you're having a hard time coming up with a solution for it. The King of Clubs for me in reverse is somebody that is normally able to deal with this type of problem solving, but typically there's some kind of extenuating circumstance that makes this problem just a little bit different than usual. And so with that extenuating circumstance, that's kind of where the stumper comes in here. So this can be something like, normally you would handle a problem very easily, but now there's a friend involved where normally there's not, or there's some kind of situation with some kind of relationship that normally is not involved in the problem. And so that just puts some extra nuances on it that you're not quite sure how to handle. Could be something like that. But basically the bottom line is having a hard time finding a solution to some kind of situation in your life on Monday. You may be, I have a feeling that you're going to be getting advice. Please be careful who you get advice from. Make sure that whoever you're getting advice from is someone who has been around the bend before, number one, and who also has the results that you want. Okay, so there we go for Monday. Let's look at Tuesday, Cancer. Here we do have the Knight of Clubs coming in right side up, and I do feel like this is somebody that you're interacting with on Tuesday. Knight of Clubs is somebody who's fiery, he's passionate, he's fired up. Generally, he's a he, could be a female. This is somebody that is generally beginning some kind of new thing that they're passionate about. So maybe they found a new hobby, or maybe they're starting a new business project that they're really excited about, or maybe they're in a new relationship that they're really excited about. And so this person is going to be communicating with you about whatever it is new that's going on with them that they're so excited about. They may also be giving you, Cancer, some of you will be getting an invitation to join this person in whatever this is that has them so excited as well. Now, looking at Wednesday. Wednesday, what you have coming up is the Fool card in reverse. This guy is coming up for, I think this is 3 out of 4 readings so far. And trust me, I shuffle. So the Fool card in reverse is just telling me that on Wednesday you're going to be doing something that is well thought through. It's going to be planned out. This is talking about something that is the opposite of spur of the moment. It's like every little detail has been planned and plotted. And so you're going to be doing something that's been planned out very well on Wednesday. Thursday. King of Coins shows up in reverse on Thursday. Be aware somebody wants to shake the money right out of your pockets. That's what I see when I see the King of Coins. I see that king being turned upside down and that pentacle just kind of falling straight out of his lap. Somebody's just like shaking that money loose. So now you know how the mind of this psychic works. That might be kind of scary. Sorry. Sometimes the truth is scarier than fiction. Anyway, King of Coins in reverse on Thursday just means somebody is trying to get some money from you, and also they're not being totally honest and upfront with you about what they want to do with that money. And actually, it doesn't have to be just money. Maybe they want to borrow a resource. Maybe they want to borrow your lawnmower or whatever. But whatever's going on, they're only giving you part of the story about what they actually want to do with whatever it is you're sharing with them. And then the rest of the story they're keeping from you because they know that you would not be on board about the rest of the story. So just beware, if you're okay with somebody treating you like that, then shell it out, pull out the wallet. But if you would really like to know the real deal, then you may want to ask some probing questions before you offer your resources or agree to share your resources. All right, so that's Thursday. By the way, guys, people tell me all the time that a lot of this stuff happens, but not exactly on the day that it comes up. So keep your eyes open, not only Thursday, but probably also Wednesday or Friday, too, for somebody trying to take advantage of your generosity. Okay, looking at Friday. Queen of Cups showing up in reverse, Cancer. This can be you guys. Queen of Cups, you guys are water sign. Is this you guys? Actually, it is. I hate to say that because this is like a female water sign in most cases, or somebody with a feminine energy. That's a water sign. Doesn't have to be a water sign, actually. Not for me. But anyway, you're dealing with you. Okay, Cancers, you're just going to be feeling pretty emotional Friday. You may be throwing a big old hissy fit. And it may be that it's totally and completely justified for you to throw a hissy fit, but maybe you should have started throwing these hissy fits about 3 years ago or 30 years ago. When I see this card, this tells me that something has happened. The straw has broke the camel's back. This is something that you've been holding in that you should have been complaining about a long time ago so that things could be adjusted and fixed a long time ago, but you haven't because you've been too busy trying to be the nice lady. I don't want to offend them. I'll just be nice. Things will be fine. Let's keep the peace. All of that is well and good until the straw breaks the camel's back, and then there is no peace, okay? This is volcanic explosion of emotion. All right, so now all of a sudden, whatever this person has been doing for a long time, or group of persons, to you, they're going to figure out really fast, oh, we thought she was okay with that. Obviously, we were wrong. And they are going to be backing away as fast as possible because with this type of emotion, nobody really wants to be around. All right? So having this card come up and knowing that this card pertains to you, Cancer, if this was my reading, if this was for Scorpios and this was coming up, here's what I would do. I would see this card and I would be like, oh, I know who I've really been holding some resentments against. I don't think I'm going to spend any time with them for a few days. And I'm going to start working on some kind of healthy way to release some of these resentments that I've been carrying so that I don't end up exploding like a volcano. That's what I would recommend for you guys. Get some healing under your belt before you have to be around this person again. Because chances are they're probably not going to change. So if you don't want to explode and look like the crazy fool, you got to change something yourself. You've got to do some healing up around these resentments. So that's just how it works, unfortunately. We would like to look at the other guy and say, you're the butthole. You fix yourself and life will be good. Unfortunately, in real life, it just never seems to work out that way, does it? Don't the buttholes always stay buttholes? At least the ones I know. All right, let's see. Looking at Saturday, 4 of Coins, Cancer. This just means that you are stashing away some money on Saturday. You're not taking your whole paycheck and just going out and spending it all. You're putting some back. I really get the sense you have something in mind. For some of you, you are planning on buying a birthday present for a niece or nephew, and you're stashing some money back and setting it aside for that. Excuse me. For most of you, I'm going to actually say that it's a nephew. For most of you, that's the truth. I don't think that's true for all of you, that you're stashing away money for a birthday present for a nephew, but definitely stashing some money back. That much, I will say, should be true for most of you. Of course, it's a general reading, so not everything I say is going to apply to every single Cancer here. But for most of you, you are stashing money back for something. For a few of you, this something is a birthday present for a nephew. All right, let's move on to Sunday. Ace of Coins showing up in reverse on Sunday. This just means, I was going to say that you're giving somebody a gift, but what I'm hearing is this means you're giving somebody a second chance. That is the gift. You're giving somebody a gift of a second chance on Sunday. I see this a lot whenever it comes to relationship spreads, but it doesn't even have to be about romantic relationships. This can be a son or a daughter that has kind of crossed you and you've said, you know what, enough, I'm not helping you because whatever. This can be you giving that person a second chance. I am being reminded of some things from my life several years ago. I used to be a stepmom to quite a number of children all at once, and their mom was very lenient. She would say things and then anything would go. Nobody really had to respect what she said because she didn't enforce what she said. And I didn't come up, I was not raised like that. And so as a stepmom, I was very different than the kid's mom. And so, um, and so I would tell them to do something, and if they didn't do it by the second time, I would say, this is a warning now. This is not an instruction now. This is a warning. If I have to say it the third time, there's going to be problems. So they had a hard time adjusting to that whenever they were around me. But one of the little girls who actually had the hardest time adjusting to that finally did really let it sink in that I was different and that things weren't going to work the same. And she told her sister one time, she was like, Amista doesn't work like mom. You have to listen to what she says. And for some reason, this whole second chance thing is bringing up that memory in me. So for some of you, I feel like this is, you may be in a similar situation where you're dealing with people who aren't used to actually being accountable, who aren't used to actually doing what they need to do, that are used to, you know, whoever was in charge before you or at other times than you have just kind of let them slide to where they're just pretty much basically out of control. And so they're having a hard time getting used to the idea that, wait a second, there's not a second chance? You mean there's actually consequences if I don't do what I need to do here? And I feel like that's kind of what you're dealing with here, Cancers, is that you've got somebody coming from an environment that they've basically been taught not to be responsible or accountable. So I think you're giving this person a second chance, but you're also kind of emphasizing that even though you're giving them a second chance this time, this is not the way normal is going to be around you. Okay? All right. So anyway, Cancers, that is your week. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. I hope to see some of you here this week for readings, some of you here this week for Reiki sessions, and the rest of you I will see on the next video. Peace out.